One thing that you've alluded to is the short book.
Yep.
Some managers say they're long short when in actual fact they might just use index futures or some broad-based shorting to try and provide some protection. Are you more active than that? And the second part of this question is it effectively a pairs trade when you've got these clusters of companies? You find it's not as simple as find the worst, short that, and buy the best. But is that how you think about it?
Look, it sort of is, that simple.
Okay.
But it's never simple in execution.
No.
But in principle, yes. And absolutely, the whole industry research and is really there. That process is to find, well, is the risk reward ultimately, when we get to the investment case, you might say, wow, this is a really great company, but the market, look at how it's priced relative to its peers, relative to its DCF.
Yep.
We can't make it work. But this company's going to kill everything else in the industry. And look at how these companies are priced. Yeah. They're really expensive. No one sees the risk that these companies are going to be, the pressure that these companies are going to be on. So you may end up with a short without the long.
Yeah.
You may end up with, it comes down to the risk reward that we see. And then we're shorting fundamentally lacks asymmetry. Longs, what's great about investing long? Well, the market generally goes up, and longs have great positive asymmetry. You can manage, you can average down, and your position's not getting, you don't have that horrible averaging up in a short, and your position's constantly getting bigger.
Yeah.
There's a natural limit where you cannot, where you cannot average up anymore. So, position sizing, we'd typically be much smaller in shorts with a similar risk reward type profile than longs. And the good thing about the way we've built the business, it's we're of our 8.5 billion that we're managing, we've got roughly a third is long only. Yeah. A little bit higher, and so we've got a nice balance between long only, long short, and the long short is majority is global long short, but we also do sort of Asia long short.
Okay.
And so look, I mean, part of our approach was to, when we set Antipodes up, was try and keep the business side of things as simple as possible. So we launched with 3 strategies. We still have the 3 strategies, but we want them to be available in a ubiquitous manner around the world. So we've really pushed in terms of market access. We have the long only in the EQMF on exchange. We have the long short in the APL LIC. And we had the long only, long short also available via UCITS funds offshore, and Asia via Cayman offshore. So keep it simple. Don't do strategy diversification just for the sake of it. Keep the team focused, and there's a lot of synergy in what we do, because there's no, we've got the long only, long short. Our long book is the same.
Yeah.